Hey everyone. Well, there is a lot, and I mean a huge amount, of amazing boxing coming up. And that's something that boxing fans need to be excited about. But between 23-0 Shakur Stevenson and 33-0 William Zepeda, only one man gets to keep his own. And that is where my fight prediction comes from. But first, guys, do me that favor. Like this video, share it out, punch that subscribe button so you know when videos come up. And down below, you tell me who you think wins this fight. Okay, look, you can argue either way that first Bob Arum and then to a lesser extent Eddie Hearn has protected Shakur Stevenson. You can make that argument. I don't personally subscribe to it, but it's an argument that could be made. Very much so, the same thing can be said about Oscar De La Hoya and William Zepeda. Again, I don't believe he was truly protected. I don't think that's a padded record, but you can make the case for it. But whoever wins this fight has to be next up for Tank Davis once he's done with Lamont Roach. Win, lose, or draw there. I think Roach is going to flatline Tank. I really do, or at least win via decision. But at lightweight, Tank is the face. Now that Keyshawn Davis is out of the loop, the winner in this fight automatically is the second face of the division. And those two have to meet. They just have to. And talking about protected fighters, Tank is definitely on that list. Anyways, Shakur Stevenson is a dynamic, skillful boxer, fights superbly behind the jab, counters great. He's one of those overly defensive fighters, and he's not as good as Devin Haney. Okay, he's not even in the same stratosphere as Floyd, but that's his style. And to fight defensively with injured hands, you gotta wonder if that's going to be a recurring theme. Yes, his hands, his surgically repaired hands, mind you, looked good against Josh Padley. They did. But once the hands start to become brittle and break, it's going to be in the box's back of his mind. There's no way you can say that it won't. I think William Zepeda might be the one to drag out more offense out of Stevenson and try to turn this fight into a firefight. I don't necessarily think that Shakur will bite for the most part, but Zepeda will try to drag the dog out of him. And that's going to be from just the amount of high volume that Zepeda throws. Especially once he hears that 10-second clapper, it's like well, it's a bell, but it's like a bell for Zepeda to start just throwing hands and giving the judges that one last image to think of. So I see Zepeda stealing a couple of rounds doing that. I mean, that's his MO. He can be sloppy and is open to counters. And I don't... Look, Tevin Farmer dropped Zepeda, but I don't know if frankly, Shakur, and yes, he has 11 knockouts. Anybody could get knocked out. But I don't necessarily know if Shakur has the firepower to put Zepeda down. Will he wobble him? Absolutely. I completely see Zepeda getting wobbled. Do I see him getting dropped? Not so much. I think Zepeda can stab the body enough to slow Shakur down. In my Conor McGregor voice, like he's stuck in the mud. Excuse me. In those blitzes, I could see Zepeda mixing in some right uppercuts just to change the eye level and the angle of strikes coming at Shakur. Zepeda's cardio, even if he gets frustrated, his cardio is underrated, and it's going to keep him in this fight long enough. And with him stealing around here and there, and his cardio holding up, and just being the busier fighter between the two, that's what the judges are going to see. And I think just in one of those flurries, Shakur is going to get dropped. And then we see what is Stevenson made of. Can he dig deep and get to another level? I don't know if he can. And I am a huge Shakur fan from the second Bob Arum signed him. I just don't necessarily know if he can go toe-to-toe with the amount of just offense. Yes, he will make Zepeda miss a lot. But the ones that land on him, I think, do enough damage, and that will accumulate by the end of the fight. My fight prediction is that this is going to be a massive upset. I'm going William Zepeda in that upset. That's my fight prediction. I think Zepeda wins this fight via split decision. I don't think it's going to be a stoppage either way. I think this fight goes to the cards. And just the amount of punches thrown. I mean, Zepeda will throw 700-800 punches. He'll probably land only like 200-300 of them. But I think he does enough right there. So, my fight prediction, once again, William Zepeda in the massive upset of Shakur Stevenson. And then Oscar and Floyd and Tank's team have to come together. I want Zepeda and Tank. I would heavily say that Tank flatlines Zepeda, but we'll see when we get to that bridge. In the meantime, guys, do me a favor. Once again, like the video, share it out, punch that subscribe button. And down below, you tell me what you think about this fight. And until the next video, it's Cyclone saying, peace out, home skis.